open to someone who surprises you with offering depth, not just charm.
Welcome to Cards and Constellations with Bonnie Morris and Dawn Rumor Rivera from Sonoran Mystic Tarot. Here, we blend astrology and tarot to guide you through the twists and turns for the week ahead. Don't forget to hit subscribe and share. Let's dive into your cosmic journey together.
Hello, Aries. This is your reading for the week, and we're going to start with social. Then we're going to go to finance, and of course, at the end, we'll do love.
A little love.
Oh, good old Dawn. Aries, this week brings dynamic energy to your social life. You may feel strong urges to connect with friends, attend events, or expand your social circle. Your natural enthusiasm and your confidence will make you magnetic and attracting new acquaintances and strengthening existing friendships. However, be mindful of overcommitting. While you're excited to engage with many people, spreading yourself too thin could leave you feeling drained. Focus on quality interactions that you truly energize and inspire you.
I like that one. Aries, for you in tarot, I got the Tower card. It's not so inspiring, but it's not as negative as it sounds. The Tower card just says there's a change coming, and this change is something that you did not create, you did not initiate, and you cannot control. But tarot, let me give you some advice, Aries. Anytime you know, which I'm giving you the advice of knowing, you are going to have a Tower moment. Know that you can use it to your advantage if it's good or it's bad by getting out in front of it. So now that you know a change is coming, watch for it. And as it happens, then make sure you can navigate with it and figure out how to take advantage of it. It's like, okay, I'm going to lose my job in a week or two, okay? And this is only an example. I'm going to lose my job in a week or two. So I get out in front of it and I start looking for a job, and who knows, I may get a better job. So when the change happens, I'm good. So that's a good thing, is knowing the change is coming, and change is coming. Now, again, it could be a good change, bad change, we don't know. When I do get the second card is a planning situation. So this could be plans are changing. So if you have some social plans this week, the chances are that you may have plans changing this week with your social engagements. So if you made engagements with friends, or if you had an idea to go out here with this person or that person, don't be surprised if you find out that the plans have changed and it's not going to go quite the way. Again, it's not you changing the plans, it's them changing the plans. But look at this, it's an Ace of Pentacles. So ultimately, it's going to work out in your favor. Don't be surprised if somebody does cancel and then somebody else steps in and you're having a better time, and even save a little bit of money. And maybe somebody going to take you out on their dollar. I'm liking that, Miss Bonnie. Sounds like we got a little change happening that's going to be to their advantage.
Yes, and we're talking about dollars, so let's talk about finance.
I'm loving it. What do they have this week for finances?
Well, your financial focus, Aries, is on careful planning and taking decisive action. You may feel motivated to review budgets, track spending, or make strategic investments. Impulsive purchases, though, could tempt you. So channel your energy into long-term goals rather than short-term gratification. Unexpected opportunities to increase your income may appear, especially through networking or side projects, creative ventures. So be sure to weigh those risks carefully before committing to any major financial decision.
Before I
Dawn,
even read these cards,
what do you
Miss
think
Bonnie,
about finance?
Before I even read these cards, one thing that you triggered on there that I kind of like the idea of is we talked about the change in social based on the other reading, and the social, and you just talked about networking. So guess what, folks? There may be a situation where maybe something doesn't work out, and yet you go to another event with somebody else instead, and that networking event taps into what Miss Bonnie saw on her chart. So sometimes the things tie in. Let's take a look at this. I'm loving this. Look, there's a cup, and it's a 4 of cups. That again comes back to a gift from the universe. A gift is giving you something from the universe. And it's, again, a happiness gift. So whatever it is going to be giving you some happiness. And then we have a Queen of Swords. We have an Ace of Swords. Is that an Ace of Swords? No, that's a Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords. And I like that because she's patient, but she's telling you to change some things, change a different way, maybe do something a little differently. And when it comes to finances, that's what Miss Bonnie was talking about. In essence, that's what she was saying. And then, of course, we have a 2 of Wands here. And that 2 of Wands, when you have the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Wands is about planning. So it's interesting. There's a change coming. So plan around it. Don't be surprised. And then, of course, you have that 4. So it's a gift from the universe. Again, that change is going to be a gift to the universe. The universe is going to deliver something. So economically, when you get that opportunity, look at here, we have the Emperor. The Emperor's like, take control. As long as you stay in control, as long as you're controlling and manipulating the pieces as they move this week, you're going to be fine financially because the Emperor can't go wrong. It doesn't go wrong. So I'm liking this, Miss Bonnie. With that said, though, do you think that one of these dates may lead to a little bit of love?
Well, let's find out, okay? Aries, this week, love becomes a mirror for personal growth. For couples, the focus shifts to cooperation and understanding, especially in areas where independence clashes with partnership needs. Conversations around balance and fairness may surface, giving you a chance to strengthen the bond by working through differences rather than avoiding them. Small acts of patience will go a long way in creating harmony. Now, if you're single, the week highlights meaningful encounters that start with genuine conversation rather than pure physical attraction. You're more likely to connect with someone who challenges your perspective in a positive way, sparking both mental and emotional attraction. Pay attention to people who show interest in your deeper self, not just in your fiery energy. Dawn, what has you got for love?
You know what I do like about that, though, what you just said, is that Aries, look internal to them. I love that because the statement was, again, look at what is inside at the very end. I love the fact that that's the case. Now, here we have, I love this, a King of Pentacles. Is somebody coming with some Monday? I'm liking that. And you also have, like, here, unfortunately, 3 of Swords. Oh, my Lord. This is not a good combination, folks. Not a good combination. If you are in a relationship this week, that 3 of Swords is saying this is not quite the happy time, but I will give you one thing. And let me pull one more card before I go there. Yep. Okay, this is a 7 of Wands. Okay, so we have a 7 of Wands, which is a very challenging card. A lot of competition, a lot of competing interests. Or is it you having a struggle within yourself? Again, it's an internal struggle situation. Then you have the 3 of Swords, and then you have the King of Pentacles. The King of Pentacles is saying that you're worried about money, but you're worrying about something you shouldn't worry about. Okay, because that 3 of Swords is that worry, and the 3 of Swords is worrying about everything else and whatever else. And again, it is enough going to be there? Is it fidelity? Fidelity is that 3, of course, is the 3 of Swords. But it's like fidelity to your budget, fidelity to your expenses, fidelity to your purchases. And again, it's like, do I have enough? This is, thank goodness, not in reference to a relationship, love encounter going wrong. This is more about somebody who is misunderstanding you're not being as active and aggressive with them because of your concern about economics. They're thinking maybe you don't like them enough, or maybe you don't love them enough, or something like that. So be careful that when you are having financial conflict, or when you're having financial stress and strain, that you let the person you're with know that it's money. That, yes, share with them. Even if your ego is a little bit too big and you're like, I can't tell them that I don't have the money because that maybe they'll think this way. No, they're going to think worse because they're going to think you don't care. And they're not saying that the money makes you care. What they're saying is that they see you not doing things or not engaged, and maybe you're not interested, where you're saying, I can't get engaged, as in not engaged this way, but engaged as involved to doing things because I can't afford them right now. Let them know this. And when you explain this, you will resolve a conflict before you create it. And that is, share with them, hey, we don't have the money right now. Let's go out and do a walk. Let's go out and do shopping, but it's, eye shopping, watching, looking through windows, those kind of things. Let's go out and maybe, just spend an evening watching the stars. Do something that costs you nothing. But again, spend time together. The time is the important thing, not the money and not your ego. Okay, that's what I'm getting there, Miss Bonnie. Well, it's an interesting read. That
will lead right back to the couples having that conversation about balance, fairness, independence, partnership, pulling that all together.
Super. It sounds like it sounds like all 3 readings had a very much of an energy that wove through them, which is kind of nice. And that's, of course, how readings should be, because it's for one sign. And which sign was that, Miss Bonnie? I forgot.
What sign?
Aries.
Aries.
All right, Aries, that is it for the day. Do me a favor. This is the weekly readings. That's it for the week. Hit that like, share, subscribe, and follow button. Should you be watching the Sonoran Mystic Tarot channel, hit that button on the lower right-hand corner that says subscribe, and then pop over to Your Love Goddess on YouTube and do the same thing on her channel because she has the same button on the lower right-hand side. If you are on Your Love Goddess, which is Miss Bonnie's channel, please pop over to Sonoran Mystic Tarot, which is mine, which I already said, and hit the same thing with that lower right hand and subscribe to the YouTube channel. And then find right above us Cards and Constellations, find it as well, and show it some love by doing the same. Share it out, help us grow our channel. We would appreciate it. And between Miss Bonnie and myself, her dog Charlie and her family, and my dog Ghost, we say love, light, and blessings until next week. Have an amazing one. We'll talk then. Spread the word. We're here for you. Bye.